Oops. Right, 20-week update and my final week. I finished my dieting now. Right, I'm under 39 inches, which I'm really happy about because I was trying to get to 39 before I finished. So this can be my new red line. So I know not to go over 39. So over coming years and months, I can take out a tape measure and make sure I've not gone over 39. If I have, then it's back to dieting again until I get under 39. So that's my red line now, 39. I'm not gonna go over 39, and if I do, well, then it's back to dieting to get under 39. Yep, so after 20 weeks I've got down to 39 inches. Now let's go back to where I started from. Right, it was about 45 and a half, wasn't it, when I started? 45 and a half. Right, look at that. Where am I? 45 and a half inches. Oh my word. So that's what I wear to start with. That's how big my belly were out here. Massive, isn't it? Look at that. That's where I were. 45 and a half when I started 20 weeks ago. Now, so much better, isn't it? Wow. So there we go. I'll do a weight update as well. I was 94 kilograms when I started. So let's oops, don't want to get my dirty bathroom on video, do I? So let's get down there. Oh, I don't know if I'm getting this in. I can't see the screen. What's that? This though? Oh, that's 76.8. I think it was. Just do it again. 76.8. So 76.8. We'll call that 77. So I've made my 77 kilogram target. That's what I wanted to achieve. It went between 66 and 77. Between 76 and 77. So I've lost. Oh God, got to maths now. 94, 77, 17 kilograms. 17 kilograms I've lost over 20 weeks. So just under a kilogram a week I lost. Just under a kilogram a week. 17 kilograms. 30. That's about just under 40 pounds. 37 and a half. I think it's 37 and a half pounds. Yeah, so I've lost nearly 40 pounds. 38, 37 pounds, something like that. Over 20 weeks, so yeah. So let's have a look. Got side view. Yeah. Okay. So now what? Well, now I need to maintain it. I mean, most people who can lose weight, who manage to lose weight, they actually put it back on. That's a fact. Most people put the weight back on. So it's only half the battle, losing the weight. The other half is to keep it off. To keep it off. The body wants to put the fat back on. You know, if it thinks it's been starved, and it's a survival thing to put the fat back on. In case the the starvation situation again. So so it's going to be a battle to maintain it. You know, I'm still going to get strong urges for food, but I have to monitor it. I'm still going to measure my waist. I'm not going to do the videos, but I'm still going to measure my waist. Maybe every week. Maybe I should do it every week, just to make sure I've not gone over 39 inches. I mean, my plan now is to keep my waist under 39 and put a bit more muscle on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one more video in a year from this date. In 1 year's time, I'm going to make another video, and hopefully I'll be the same waist or less, but I'll be heavier because I'll put some muscle on, put a bit of muscle on. So that's my goal now. Same waist, but with a bit more muscle, a bit more heavier. The weight will be the extra muscle. So yeah, that's my plan. That's my plan now. So right. Yeah, I think I'll go into how I did it now, because people might be interested how I did it. I mean, it might not work for you, but there might be a few, you know, there might be one thing or two things that you go, oh yeah, I could try that, you know. It might not work for you, it works for me. I can just say what worked for me, what I did. I'm not saying it's the best way to do it, I'm just saying, just gonna tell you what I did and how I managed to lose the weight. Right, so, okay, step one. First thing I'd say is work out why you're doing it. Now, my reasons were, well, obviously it looked disgusting, didn't it? I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know how I got into that position. It's like, wow, what happened? You know, comfort eating cheese. You know, you go through stressful periods in life and you reach for food, don't you, to make yourself feel better. And it kind of crept up on me, and it's like, wow, I've got to do something about this. This is so unhealthy. So my motivation were kind of, well, obviously to look better, obviously, so I didn't look pregnant, and not to get ill, I'm in my 40s, and so many people are getting diabetes, heart disease, all sorts of health problems. And having fat on your waist, that's like the worst place to have fat, apparently. On your waist, it's so unhealthy, it kind of seeps into your, from my understanding, it seeps into your internal organs and affects them. Fatty liver, that's another one. You know, so, you know, and I want to live longer, I want to be around for my kids. You know, I don't want them to see me sick, I don't want to be in hospital regretting you know, what I've done to myself. So yeah, so basically all those reasons I thought, right, this has to be my number one priority. So I think in your mind, if you put it as your number one priority, this matters more than anything, really, because your health will affect how you do everything, won't it? All the things you do in life all affected by your energy, your health, you know. So how could it not be number one priority to do this? This should come before everything else, really. I can't think of anything else that should go against it for me, you know. So basically, this is my number one priority. I thought I'm gonna put all my self-discipline into this. Other things, you know, if I have to, I'll let them go. This is number one. So that's kind of my first step. That's what I decided to do, how to do it initially. So after I've decided I've got my motivation there. I've got my reasons. It's my number one priority. So, so then I thought, well, preparation. I need to prepare. Don't just start straight away. I need to think about what I'm doing. Prepare. Um, how I'm gonna manage the diet. So, first thing I did was I decided I needed to cut out sugar. Right. Now I went cold turkey. This might not be the best way to do it. And I got headaches. During the first week cutting out the sugar. Because sugar's so addictive. You're gonna get withdrawal symptoms if you cut it out. So, I'd say cut out sugar. It's hard enough foregoing food, living on restricted calories, without the added difficulty of being addicted to sugar. It's just gonna deplete your willpower. You know, at the worst moments, you're gonna want sugary food. So I'd say cut out sugar before you start losing weight. You might even, what I did, I cut out sugar, and I was having comfort food. I was having cheese and crisps, and I probably even put weight on. But sometimes you gotta go one step back before you can go two step forward. So yeah, cut out sugar. Uh, no sugary drinks. I've drinks with sweeteners instead. I'd say, because at least you don't get no calories with that. And I don't find sweetened drinks addictive like sugary drinks personally. So I've been okay on the sweetened drinks, 0 calorie. So I've kind of replaced them with that. So yeah, cut out biscuits, sweeties, which was very difficult. But that's what I did. That's what I did next. I cut out sugar, and after a week or maybe 2 weeks, it goes. The urge goes. The desire goes. The first 2 weeks or so, I had to put the sweet stuff out of view. Put them out of view. Put them in a drawer. Put them in your car. If you've got stuff for kids, put it out of view. Whatever you do, because when you're feeling weak, you'll just make excuses and say, "Oh, well, just today I'll have it. I've had a tough day. I've done this. I deserve it." You're gonna make excuses. Your mind's gonna play tricks on you to so it can have the sugar that it desires. So yeah, right. So I did that, and right. Next stage I did was have meals at regular times. Now, I'm not cutting calories at this time. I'm not going hungry, because basically I'm just getting over cutting out sugar. Don't worry about how much you eat. As I said, sometimes you got to go one step backwards to go two steps forwards. You might even put weight on. You might be wanting cheese and crisps and stuff like that, but at least there's no sugar in it. You can cut out that sugar addiction, and then tackle that later. The high calorie foods. Tackle that later. So what I did next, I had all my meals at regular times. Same time every day, no snacks. Right, and this is difficult. You're going to get hungry before the meal time, but you've got to stick to it. That's just what I did. I stuck to it. This is the one thing I really did well over the last 20 weeks. I've stuck at constant meal times. I've had my meals at the same time or every day, basically. I've done really well at this. So when you're starting out, again, you're not losing weight this time. You're not going hungry. All you're doing is having your meals at regular times. right? You can have loads of food, but we've got to get into a habit having meals at regular times. So do that for several weeks, yeah? Don't weigh yourself, don't worry about it. Don't measure yourself. Just get into good habits. Now, if you've got to that stage, what have you done? You've cut out sugar. You're no longer addicted to sugar. You're having your meals at regular times. Brilliant. These are the habits you need to get through all the weeks. I mean, I did 20 weeks. That's 140 days every day. Brutal. But you need these good habits to get through it. Otherwise, I don't think you'll be able to do it. The willpower requires too great. You need good habits to get through all these weeks. So we've cut out sugar. We've got regular meal times. Now we need to start dieting. We need to start having. Actually, before we do that, the next step is to have protein with every meal. Have protein, because you're going to be hungrier if you don't have enough protein. Your body craves protein for keeping your muscle. If you don't have enough protein, you'll go hungry. You'll be hungrier because your muscles will want the protein, and also you'll lose muscle. A lot of the weight you lose, will be muscle. So you need to have protein every meal. Now, that's difficult. That's difficult doing chicken and stuff like that. I don't know. Tuna, salmon, I don't know, whatever fish. It's difficult to do. So what I did, I bought some protein powder. I bought a load of protein powder. Now the one I bought, I recommend, it's about 80% protein. So I just have a scoop, put a scoop in every meal, get a nice flavour. I like strawberry. Put a scoop in with your breakfast, scoop with your dinner. If you're having chicken, you don't need it. If you're having fish or whatever, you're having enough protein, you don't need it. But those times where you're not having things like that, you need to have the scoop of protein. Yeah. Also, I just remembered what else I do. I have vitamin tablets every day. I have like cod liver oil ones, essential fatty acids, and vitamin tablets. Because if you're on a restrictive diet, you're on a significant calorific deficit. You might not be getting enough nutrients. If you're not, you're going to be hungry. Your body's going to crave nutrients, right? So you're going to be wanting to eat more food. The cravings are going to be harder if you're not getting enough nutrients. So you need to have multivitamins every day, and I'd recommend something with essential fatty acids in as well, like cod liver oil tablets, something like that. Yeah. So that's what I have every day. So right. So we're having protein every meal. We're having the meals at the same time every day. Now we need to start reducing the portion sizes, what you're eating, whatever it is you're eating. Now I eat a lot of rice, and I normally have a big plate full of rice, but I cut it in half. I come out, I had half a plate of rice and protein. So you need to cut down your portion sizes. But before you start this, right, you need to pick a date when you're going to start this. This is what I did. I picked a time, I picked a date when I knew I'd be able to concentrate on my diet, when I didn't have other things happening. It wasn't a holiday with the kids. I had time, and I knew myself. I'd have enough self-discipline to be able to go through it. And the first few weeks it is hard. Your body's not used to this reduced calories. But after a few weeks, it kind of gets used to it. You do get hungry. I mean, this is one of the things. You will get hungry, and you'll get hungry before the meal time, like an hour before. Or I got hungry like half an hour before, an hour before. And what I do, I take my mind off it. If you can, I'd have drinks with flavored drinks, 0 calorie drinks. Have lots of drinks to take off your hunger. get distracted, you know, play computer games, watch, go on YouTube. If you're hungry, you need to take your mind off it. Yeah, it's not a nice feeling. And that's what I did. I took my mind off the hunger, having lots of drinks, loads of drinks, playing computer games, you know, watching videos to take my mind off the hunger. And then you get to the time, and then you can have the food. Only have the food when it's that time. Because if you don't stick to same times, your body's going to trick you. You're going to start getting hungrier earlier and earlier and earlier if you don't stick to times. Instead of getting hungry half an hour before the time, you're going to get an hour before, 2 hours before, if you start messing about with the times. So that's what I did. Right, so I did that, didn't I? One of the things I didn't do, which a lot of people do, is do lots of exercise. I didn't do lots of exercise because I knew the discipline that I'd use on doing exercising wouldn't leave me enough to put up with the hunger, to put up with the strict routine of dieting. Now, exercise is very good for your health, but I don't think it's particularly great for losing weight. The amount of calories you burn when you're doing exercise, it's not much. It's really not much. You know, and most people, you know, loads of people who do exercise, what happens is they do the exercise and then they think they deserve a treat afterwards. They deserve a bit extra food. They deserve something because they've done the exercise. And if you're thinking like that, the food you eat is going to be much higher than the calories you burn doing the exercise. So I didn't really bother with exercise, to be honest. I used all my self-discipline for putting up with the hunger, sticking to the same times, having reduced portion sizes. That's what I did. I mean, I have started this last 5 weeks, I have started. But I think because my habits are so ingrained now, what I eat at certain times, I have the extra self-discipline to do a bit of exercise. So I have started doing some walking, you know, things like that. Nothing so much. I mean, I'm going to do that in the year coming, do more exercise. So hopefully it'll be easier when I'm maintaining. I'll have the self-discipline to do exercise and become healthier. So, you know, you don't have to do exercise to lose weight. You know, I'm proof you don't need to do that. It's healthier to do it, but you might not have the self-discipline to stick to regular meal times, to not have sugar, to have small portions, and then do exercise. You might not have it sufficient. You know, something might crack. You might do running or something, and then you think, oh, I deserve a treat. You'll have extra food, won't you? You know, a lot of people go, I deserve this. I don't know that exercise, but you'll be eating much more calories than what you burn off during the exercise. So bear that in mind. Yeah. Also, what I did is to help me, to motivate me. And you know, when I started talking about the steps to do it, I was talking about your health reasons, diabetes, all these things, you know, fatty liver, heart disease, to motivate you. But what's really motivated me more than those things, which it shouldn't really, it really shouldn't. But because I suppose it's kind of like a vague thing, isn't it? Those things, you know, it's like far off, you know, in the future you might get this to avoid it. But what motivated me is actually putting the videos up, you know, measuring my waist every week and putting up the result, you know, on YouTube. That really motivated me, you know. You know, I'd be like, well, you know, if I eat less, I'll show progress in my video. You know, I know I don't get any views hardly. You know, nobody watches it, but it works. it really worked for me. Putting the videos. And I think that's how clubs like Weight Watchers work. You you get weighed in front of people. I think and it's like it's like a public record, and you can look forward. It's something short term. Not a long term thing like avoiding diabetes or whatever. Not being in hospital when you're older. It's like a short term thing you can see. That you can look forward to. So it's right. If I keep doing well, I'll see progress, and it feels really good when you've lost a bit of, when your waist has gone down, half an inch or something. It's working. What I'm doing is working. Say I can do this. It gives you confidence. I can do this. You got to feel like you can do it. You're making progress. So also I wouldn't weigh myself because I think your weight fluctuates more. How much water you've got, this and that. I think measuring, your waist at widest point, your tummy at widest point, it's more is a good indicator of progress than your weight because I think it goes up and down more. How much water you've had, this and that. Your waist, how much fat you've got on you. I think that's a better progress indicator. So I've only weighed myself a few times. I knew it was working. I didn't have to weigh myself because it was going down. The tape measure doesn't lie, So that really worked for me. What else did I do? Yeah, well, basically, I had protein every meal, and I had lots of rice. I recently read that rice is a really good diet food. I didn't know that when I started. I didn't realise that. I like rice, I do like rice. So I have loads of rice. I have quite a bad diet, really, to be honest. I eat so much rice. I don't have enough vegetables and fruit, really. I have quite a restricted diet. That's where the vitamin tablets help, and I do hope to improve that over the coming year. Eat more fruit and vegetables and stuff. But my diet's pretty bad, really. I just eat loads of rice and protein powder and chicken. But chicken's good for you, But quite a restricted diet I had. It wasn't. I didn't have many vegetables at all. Not much fruit. So it's pretty bad. But I thought losing the weight was more important than improving my diet. Get the weight off and then improve my diet. That's kind of my thinking. That's my thinking. That's what I did. But people, different things work for different people. And people think differently, don't they? So yeah. Sorry you can't see me talking. It's just I don't feel comfortable. It's out of my comfort zone to see myself on YouTube. I'm okay with my chest and my body, but no, I don't want to be talking to camera. Because it's a public thing. I just feel uncomfortable about it, really. I don't want to be a famous YouTuber. I don't want people, to see me like. So what else did I do? I think that was it, really. I can't think of anything else. Yeah, I just varied my meals, so I kind of I did weigh myself, just to make sure I wasn't losing too much, because they recommend you don't lose more than 1 kilogram a week. It's unhealthy for your body, and it probably hinders your weight loss because you'll feel starving, and you'll put it up, you put more on, you put it back on, but more. So don't lose more than 1 kilo. I lost just under 1 kilo over the 20 weeks per week. So yeah, don't lose more than 1 kilo. It's manageable. It's manageable. Yeah. So that's how I did it. I think I'm trying to think of anything else I did. Just give me a minute. Let me have a think. No. I'll start by saying what your expectations should be of the diet, right? I've done 20 weeks, 100, what, 20 weeks? 140 days. Really? 140 days, wow. And to be honest, it's been brutal. It will be brutal. This is why it has to be your first priority. This is why other things have to slide sometimes. If you haven't got the self-discipline, if you're hungry, you're going to be irritable. You're going to be snappy. I got snappier, I got hungrier, more irritable. You know, but it's got to be your first priority. You got to get through it. You know, you got to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, and I think after a month or so, when you get into good habits, well, I mean a month after actually starting losing the weight, you know, because it might take you a month before you're even ready to start a diet. You know, that's a fair amount of time before you even start to lose weight, I'd say. Forgot what I was saying now. Completely lost track. But yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal being hungry. Your body thinks it's starving. It's going to try every trick in the book. And it's discomfort, isn't it? Being hungry. It's a negative feeling. You know, and you're going to be more tired as well. This is another side effect. You're going to be more tired. Expect it. Expect it to be brutal. Expect it to be one of the hardest things. Not the hardest things you've been through. I don't know what you've been through, but this is one of the hardest things I've been through. It's going to be brutal. You're going to be hungry. I mean, people talk about losing weight, these easy diets. They don't talk about being hungry, do they? These diets they do. This is the easy way to do it. Your body's going to be losing fat. Fat is an energy storage. Your body uses that when there's not enough food. It's for survival. Why wouldn't you be hungry? It wants you to eat. Why wouldn't you be? That's the way your body gets you to eat, isn't it? To feel hungry, so you have desire to eat. So, for me, I was hungry a lot, especially at night. That's when I played computer games, had sweet drinks, laid down. Night times like the worst because I used to eat. I used to snack at night. I used to eat comfort food. So that's the hardest time for me. Luckily, I could just play computer games, have drinks, and